right, looks like I'm live. I need a sound check. If anybody's out there, let me know if you can hear me well. Make sure my microphone is plugged in. Yo, Dustin, can you hear me well? Or do I have to plug in my other headphones? Okay, great. Black of the Berry. What's going on? Mo Flex, what's happening, brother? Yeah. All right. I tried. Listen, I've been locked up at home for the last year. I had an excuse to put on a jacket now. I'm presenting something here. I'm presenting Like Mike Dance. So right now, we have a special guest that's going to be coming on in a moment. His name is Ishmael Otero. Let me just look for him while I'm talking to you guys to make sure. All right, I don't even know which profile he's coming from. All right, I've invited him. So, very quickly, I'm here for Like My Dance. Like My Dance is the online salsa competition that's happening right now. So, looking for... Yeah, man, Mark, you need to take note, man. Look at this. All right, so yes, Like My Dance is the online salsa competition that I'm a part of. I'm happy to be a part of. It's 90 seconds could win you 1,000 euros, basically. 90 seconds, 1,000 euros. If I wasn't a part of the organization, I would be doing it right now. So, Ishmael, if you're ready, I want to bring you on. Ishmael is one of the OGs in the salsa world. I remember him from like when I first started going to congresses, and it's like over 20 years ago, and he was one of the guys that was, I don't know, one of the most talented people that I saw, because he had these moves that the rumor was that he would never do the same move again. And I remember sitting down one day and just watching him and thinking, all right, let me see if he repeats a move. And he didn't, man. This guy is creative. So, Ishmael, let me know which account you're coming from, because I see Caribbean Soul joined as well. I know that's your one. I know, I hope you understand how to come on here, Ishmael, because I know this technology for us old boys. All right, let's see if this works. Oh, no. Ishmael, man. Ishmael. You need to download you need to download the latest Instagram for your phone. I don't know if you're using an iPhone 1 or a Samsung -2, but I just requested you, and your it says your Instagram is not I think he's gone now, gone to update. So while he's there, iPhone. All right, Ishmael, download it, man. Download it. Come off the line, and download it, man. Because yeah, we're gonna have some problems if you can't come on. I can't represent you. I can only represent myself right now, and Like My Dance. Right now, if you just joined us, Ishmael Otero is downloading the latest version of Instagram so he can come and join us right here on Instagram Live. So we're just waiting for him right now. Now, Falco just joined us. Oye, Falco, todo bien? Dime algo. That's all the Spanish I know right now. What's up, Wade Ramos? One of the listeners of Like My Dance. Not Like My Dance. Naked and Counted. I've lost myself right now. Falco, ça va ou quoi? Ça va bien? Ah oui. Tu fais quoi là? Yeah, just so you know, everybody that's listening right now, I do speak French, but my Spanish is terrible. I haven't spoke Spanish for a long time. But I'm hoping that Ishmael Otero, done! He's done it. He's downloaded. Ishmael, we're going to have to talk about this This, yeah. Ishmael Otero. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen.
Yo, what kind of phone do you have, player?
Yo, I switched back and forth. I just had a LG and iPhone. Confused.
That's the funniest thing. All right, so let me start this off right now. We have a podcast. Me and Magna have a podcast called Naked and Counting, and we just did a podcast that came out yesterday with Ishmael. Ismail. Ismail. All right. So I'm not going to go too much into like the stuff that we talked about, because we talked about how you kind of got started and stuff like that. So I want to move onto subjects that kind of relate to the Like My Dance online salsa competition. All right. So I've got some questions for you. I hope you're ready.
I'm always
If you fail with a question, you have to take a shot or remove an item of clothing.
okay.
No, I'm joking. Don't do that. It's not that kind of show, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm sure there are Instagram accounts where that is acceptable. All right, here we go. Where was your first time on stage, and how was it for you?
First time on stage. My God, man.
I know that was over 50 years ago. So.
Yeah. Almost.
All right, so while you're thinking, I'll just tell my story, so I give you a chance to think. It's there. I know it's there. My first time on stage was in a place called the Royal Albert Hall in London. It's like one of the most prestigious places to perform anywhere in the UK. And it was like in front of 5,000 people. Like you had the royal family down there. It was crazy. And actually, I overdosed on Red Bull before I went on stage. And I completely thought this guy, this actor, famous actor, slapped me on, he kind of said, not slapped me on my back, he said, yeah, good luck. And the whole routine went out my head. So I walked out on stage and I had a blackout. I didn't know what was going on. It was only because of my partner kind of held me and kind of, because I almost went to go and do the first move, even though I didn't know what it was. And she kind of held me, and then we was okay after that. So that was my first. I always remember that.
Okay, that's good you said that, because that reminded me.
Good.
Well, my first show was in Side Street in the Bronx, but that was a club. My first time
on the Side Street yeah. Club, right?
And in a stage was the 116th Street Festival in Spanish Harlem. Huge,
wow.
Thousands of people. And I was supposed to finish the show by showcasing the dancers next to me going, dun, dun. And I went, dun, dun.
Yo, I don't know how many times I've done that, man. Jesus. You know, at one point it was like, I think it was like 50-50 between shows that I did well and shows that I made mistakes. So, here's another thing. It may be the same time, maybe it's another time, but where was your most memorable performance?
You know what? There are many, but one of my top one was well, there's a few, some funny, but I would have to say the one I could talk about now is in the LA Congress when we did Oye lo que te conviene.
Okay. I don't know what that means, but yes.
It means it's a routine that we did a little bit like it wasn't ordinary. You know, it's ordinary now, but at that time people wouldn't do back-to-back turn patterns, you know, all
yeah.
that stuff. And in the song where people would normally do footwork, we did turn patterns.
Okay.
And it was just it was like a game changer. And I just remember everybody's reaction. And as soon as we finished, I saw this old lady just stand up with her hands in the air. And
wow.
old lady, that means she liked it, you know? So everybody told me that they loved that routine, and they still request it to this day. That one.
Hold on. Which one was that again? What was the color of the costume?
It was gold. I had Grisel, my sister. Oye lo que te conviene. Parará, parará, parará.
I definitely saw it. I definitely saw it. But I think the one that I remember from you, like it will always stick out in my mind, is that one that you did with the guitar, or what was it? The cello on the back, the bass on the back of the. So if you guys don't know what we're talking about here, you want to go and check. It must be on YouTube somewhere, right?
Yes.
What would be the name of the show?
I don't know. It's on the Caribbean Soul.
It's on your. You have a YouTube channel?
Yeah, I have my own YouTube channel, Ismael Otero.
Ismael Otero. So it'll be on there, right?
Yeah.
All right. So what I remember from that show is like me, like over in the UK, I like to do creative stuff. I always thought to myself, I can't dance like the New Yorkers, because those guys, New Jersey, New York, you got so much influence, so much great dancers around you, and if you're not around that, you don't grow in the same way. So I always thought to myself, I've got to find my own way. I've got to find my own style. I can't be a master of a style that I don't see enough. So I've got to do my own thing. And then, so I always try to do something creative, something different. And when I saw you guys performing on the stage now, and all of a sudden that piece of the costume come down, and then you see the bass and you guys are playing that, I was like, damn, that's some creative shit. Are we allowed to swear on
Yes.
Instagram?
Yes.
It's not my account. I won't get kicked off, so it's okay. Yeah, definitely Wade. If you have to go and check that out. It's a really amazing show. It was like one of the game changers back in the days. It's like after that I saw people trying to do stuff with their costumes and and actually that kind of leads it. Oh, hold on, before I go on to the next thing. If you guys watching this have any questions you want to pose to Mr. Ismael, I'm going to try and say it, Ismael Otero, please post them in. We want to hear from you. We may even have a couple of people jumping in at one point. So, yeah. But anyway, as you were saying, or as I was saying, it kind of leads me on to the next thing. Where was your worst experience on stage?
Oh my God, there were so many.
All right, let me start you off. I'll tell you one of mine. I think it was the time that I was performing in Switzerland. I don't even know if you were there.
Zurich.
No, it was before that. It wasn't even before that. It was around about the same time, but it was a congress in Geneva, and they had a square stage, and there was people all around me.
Oh my God, yes.
And we got up on stage. I was dancing with Susanna Montero. You know her. I was dancing with Susanna, and I was walking up on stage with her. And I had her arm on my arm and walking up the stage. And in my mind, I said to her, I didn't even say it out loud. I just said to myself, this is going to be the best performance. So we got into position. I just had this feeling that came over me. And we got into position. And then as the music started, something just changed in my mind. I don't know what it was, but I kind of worked it out now that I thought to myself, she's on the wrong side of the stage. So as the routine, we're supposed to cross each other like this. So as the music starts, not even 1 minute, I decided that I'm supposed to be on the other side. And I jumped to the other side, messed up the whole routine. The whole routine was gone. Yeah, because I was dancing to exactly the performers that were in the back. Yeah. So I was performing to them, and Susanna was like, what the hell is he doing? But there was an act of God that stopped the music. And I just said to the DJ, play it again. And it stopped about 30 seconds before the end of the show. And we ended up doing it great. But that was like my worst and one of my best. So let me hear yours now.
Well, there are many, but one of them was in Zurich.
Okay.
Because, I like to give people opportunities to experience what I experienced, right? And yeah. I remember, a lot of my dancers, they would rise to the occasion, So I'm like, you got that passion and that drive, everything will fall into place. So in Zurich, I told one of my dancers, I said, you know what, right? you're gonna perform tonight. I said, look, if anything goes wrong, as long as I can get to your hands, I got you. Why did this
I
girl
know.
put her hand behind her back and messed up the whole show? And Zurich has like the best that that everybody was there.
I know, man. I know. That's one place you don't want to mess up.
Yeah. And
I've done it there as well.
yeah. And then another time, it wasn't a mess up, but I lost weight and the tuxedo pants were too big on me. So I put like 10 safety pins, and in the middle of the show, they all came out and started stabbing me in my hip. And I had to keep dancing.
That reminds me, I did a show, the Ordinary People show, where me and the other guy, we would do like a handstand over our partners. Now, we were dancing in this place in France somewhere, and it was an old stage, and we didn't check the floor before. We did a tech rehearsal or whatever, but we didn't check the floor. But as I went down during the routine, there's hundreds of people in the room. During the routine, I did the handstand, and there was a nail that had just happened to be at that point where my hand, and I felt the nail go right through my hand, and it kind of stopped on my bone. But it was like almost like the beginning of the routine. So I got up again, and I had to do this move where I kind of rubbed my hand up against my chest and raised it up. So what I did is I pulled the nail out of my hand and threw it off the stage, and then I carried on. And I'm wearing I think I was wearing a white shirt. No, I was wearing a black shirt, but I think my partner was wearing a white dress. And like I danced with her. By the end of it, she was covered in blood, all over the place.
Talk about effects.
You know, right? Let me just have a check who's watching right now. We have Richie. What's going on, Richie?
My man, Richie.
Oh, look who it is. We have royalty watching us right now. We have Maria Torres.
Yes.
You know what? Maria Torres taught me my first West Coast swing steps. She taught me the difference, the West Coast swing steps and the East Coast swing, I guess it was, the swing steps. And she took me aside one day, and I asked her, and she showed me. So Maria, thank you very much. I still remember that lesson up to today.
Yeah, she lives in New Jersey. I always kidnap her, and I try to pick her brain all the time because she's like one of the biggest connections we have to like the commercial dance world, and she has a lot of knowledge. So I always I have a lot of respect for her, and I annoy the shit out of her, but people like her are needed in our scene today, because unfortunately a lot of people are not they're not taught to be as professional as we could be, but luckily we have people like her to keep us in check. Yeah.
Did you ever dance in the what was that show? I think I danced in it at one time. She was the choreographer. They came to England. Did you dance in that? There was a lot of dancers from New York in that show.
No.
Okay.
If you danced in it, you would have remembered me, no?
Listen, I don't remember half the congresses I've been to, man. See, this is why I have Richie. Richie is the only one that remembers everything every year in every congress.
Yep.
You know? Yo, I got a question, because we're still going to talk about Like Mike Dance, the online salsa competition where you could win 1,000 euros. No, it wasn't Latin Madness, Mark Anthony, where you could win 1,000 euros for 90 seconds of work. All right. So, what you are very creative. I said that before. You're very creative, and I always like to pick people's brains. Is how do you create?
Either I have an idea, and when I have an idea, I don't keep my mind in a structure. I really think out there. I think about the craziest stuff. I'll be like, how do you do a Suzy Q on Mars?
Wow.
What move can I do if I trip over my cat? So like I said, I don't limit myself, and then mainly is rhythm. If I put a song on, I already get some ideas, and I don't go in there thinking, will they like? I go in there, I'm like, some people might like it, some people might not like it, but it's my idea, and I'm gonna take a chance to put it out there. So it's to put out my idea, not to only look for recognition. And sometimes, I've done some really stupid moves out there, but I don't regret it. I wouldn't know it's stupid if I never did it, right?
Exactly. I know exactly what you're talking about. You know what? We have a guest that's about to come in right now. Let me surprise you with this. And ladies and gentlemen, we have.
Oops.
We have a plate of food.
And she's not sharing.
We have Magna Gopal, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, boys.
What's going on, Magna?
Not much. I like Ismail's comment about being creative by just coming up with whatever random idea and saying, oh yeah, how would I dance if I tripped on a cat? Fantastic.
I've never even thought of that, and I always, for years, I always take things from people and try and adapt it, so I'm going to try that. I'm going to try and do a routine where it starts on Mars and then it finishes in my garden. I don't know.
No, but don't get it twisted. Like I've learned a lot from both of you that people don't realize. Just by regular little things that you guys do, I've got a lot of ideas. With Magna, I learned to dance in a different type of rhythm. When we would talk, everything was like 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. I was always unexpected when I danced with Magna. And then with you're out of this world, Leon. Like I said, today you people interview me all the time, and they ask me who's your favorite. I go Leon Rose. I say because he was there since the beginning, and to this very day he's extremely creative. I like the thing you did when you were the shadow.
Oh, thanks,
yeah,
man.
that's that's still one of my favorite routines. The Swan Lake. I still love that one. Yeah.
The shadow of a swan.
Yeah, and
but you know,
Man's World, so many.
Yep.
All right.
You know what I was going to say, speaking with Ismail about creativity, one of my favorite things about Ismail, there's never a no. Anything I ask him to do, he's always like, okay, a little shrug and a yes. And it's funny because, Leon, you do the same thing too, because I'm going to give you guys 2 stories. One story was, actually a couple of stories with Ismail, just because I see him more often at socials and stuff in the U.S. We danced, there was a pole. There was a club that we had gone to, and there was 2 poles in the middle of the club, and everyone was avoiding it because they didn't want to hit it. And I was like, we're going to dance with those poles.
What kind of club was that?
Okay, let me rephrase. Not poles, but I think they were pipes. I don't know if that makes it any better. Never mind. Point is, where other people saw obstacles, we saw fun and creativity. And we danced a couple of songs, actually, between the poles, like swinging off of it, and then like dancing and doing a turn pattern with the pole in between us. It was super, super fun. And then there was another time that we were at a social where I was like, yo, let's do reverse basic. So instead of stepping forward with our left foot, we're going to do the whole dance, stepping forward with the right foot and stepping back with the left. And
like the Dutch.
Is that how they dance?
That's how they used to dance back in the days before, before 2000 at least. The Dutch were dancing right foot forward and left foot back. But if you think about it, it's very much like casino. When you do the open break and then you close,
yeah.
Your right foot is coming forward, so that's where it kind of comes from.
Okay, that makes sense. So what we did, linear, complete crossbody lead, and we did crossbody leads with turns, with all this stuff, and it was so funny. But we looked in that club, right? So we might have been probably two out of 4 or 5 of the instructors and artists that were in that particular event. Everybody else is your average dancer who just goes out for fun. And Ismail and I looked like the absolute beginners because we were trying to figure this out, how to do it on the other side. And I love that about him because he doesn't care. He's just like, whatever, let's have fun. Who cares what people are looking and saying, because just because we're doing this right now does not change the fact that we still have all of the skills and talent that we've had for 20 years, you know? And then with Leon, I remember when we were in Istanbul, Felician was recording us. How
Oh, really?
yeah, I don't know who has this video now, but we did a dance where we tried to do every style in that dance. So we're like, okay, we'll do basically 3 or 4 counts of 8, salsa on 1, then salsa on 2, then bachata. But it was a salsa song, so we were doing bachata, we did West Coast, we did like Lindy Hop, whatever. It was just goofy, pure goofiness, and that is 2 things. I think that this is why I feel like you guys are just so amazing, and 2 of my favorite dancers is because it's like improv, right? It's never a no, it's a yes and instead of a no but. And you guys always answer with that. And I wish that more people did that when they went to dance and they tried or were dancing with somebody new or a different style or whatever. Instead of saying, no, but I don't dance like that. Just say, yeah, and let's try it, you know?
There you go. Let me just take a quick moment to say, everybody that's joining right now, I'm on. My name is Leon Rose, first of all, and I'm on with 2 amazing dancers coming out of New Jersey, and they are both judges on the Like My Dance online salsa competition, where you could win €1,000 for 90 seconds of work. And these 2 are the judges. We had a question there from yo, what's happening? India in the house. What's happening?
Yeah, what's up, Anit?
Come on, say something in Hindi, Magna.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, I thought, well, who else would you be talking to? That's a bad Indian. When I think that the Puerto Rican might know more than me in Hindi, like
that's come on, you're under pressure now. Say something nice. Tell them
Pani.
in Hindi
Pani.
to join the competition. We need representatives from India. Translate that for me.
How about I say Pani?
That's one word. I want to hear the whole thing that I said.
No, that's what it means. Pani means actually exactly what you said. That one word encapsulates the entire message. Right? Right, Vineet? Vineet can confirm.
Vineet, what does that mean? Because I don't think she will tell us right now. What does that mean, Vineet?
Pani. Pani and namaste.
Your Pani is funny.
we have Zorro saying hi, Magna.
Hey, Zorro.
Is that the guy with the mask and the...
Yeah.
Yes. Are you a conductor? Because I think it's a sword.
That's Zorro, man.
You look like a conductor. Yo, you got dressed up for this, Leon.
Yeah, man. You listen, I've been at home for the last year. It's over a year. And I have no excuse to get dressed up. So,
yo, invite Vineet. Invite Vineet to join.
Vineet, where are you?
No, click on him. Click on him. Click on him. Click on him and invite him. Click on his name. And then invite him.
Hey, calm down. He's getting excited. I'm
hyper, man. This is a lot of coffee.
Yeah, because you are speaking very fast at the moment. I wasn't going to say anything.
Am I?
He's like, yeah, so, Ismail, and when I first met him, and there was there's a pole. I was a pole dancer, and he was there, and we was on the floor, and...
You think I missed that? I was a pole dancer. Also, I still can't believe that you said, say something in Hindi, and I was waiting for Ismail to say
I know, Ismail, you do speak fluent Spanish, right? So I know quite a few Puerto Ricans in New York, New Jersey where that don't.
I had to learn the hard way. I was one of those, but I had to learn because I was born in New York.
Yeah.
What? What's going on, man?
What's going on? What's going on?
This is my boy Vineet from India, fellow brethren.
Yo,
and what she said was water. What she said was water. Pani means
water.
Hey, listen, You're gonna have to teach her some Hindi, man, because she doesn't know anything. I know more Hindi than her.
Really?
No, you don't.
What do
Yes.
you know?
I know. Yeah. Really?
Chutia panchot. Alu.
All I know is that, you know.
It was Super Mario that taught me all my Hindi.
Okay,
Super
first of
Mario
all,
Oh
taught
my
me.
God, he actually
first of
knows it.
all, there's nothing you should take from Super Mario and repeat.
You should know
Just
that.
saying. You should know that.
Chutia.
Never repeat it. What is? I actually don't know what it means. I know it means something bad. But why don't you tell us in English, Vinny?
I'll skip
He
that bit
might
of the
get kicked off.
conversation.
He might get kicked off Instagram for that word.
Yeah.
Yo, bro,
Yo.
everyone's doing this beard thing, eh?
I
Yo,
gave mine.
I mean, I had
Yeah.
mine, but I just shaved it today. I shaved mine off today.
So, Vinny, have you heard about our competition? This is why we're all here right
Yes,
now. Have you heard about it?
I have. In fact, the funny bit was I saw your post, I saw your story, and then I went, checked out the page, and I saw some of my favorite artists on it as judges. I was like, okay, wow. Like I'm so. In fact, this is such a humbling moment to be in this entire live chat with you guys. So thank you,
Thank
Ismail.
you.
I've never had a chance to meet you, but the two of them, I have met them many times. So
I'm just
Which
like
part of India you in?
Bombay, Mumbai.
Okay, yeah, I was in Delhi like 3 years ago for the Holi festival. I loved it. That was one of my most
Yeah.
favorite things over there. And because my family from Trinidad, so we have a thing called Juve morning where everybody gets covered in mud and paint and stuff like that. So as soon as I arrived in India, Delhi, I stepped off the airport, I started to see people that had been partying for how long? I don't know how long they've been partying for. Drinking, the marijuana and
In
milk?
fact, the Holi festival just got over a few days back.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
shoot. Do you know that and this, I feel like everybody else here in this chat might have already done this, but I have never been to the Holy Festival and I've never been to an Indian wedding.
wow.
I haven't been to an Indian wedding, but I've been to the Holi festival. I was right there.
You see, this
Weren't you
is
there
why I'm saying.
weren't you there at Neeraj's wedding?
I didn't travel to India then.
Oh, it
Yeah.
was. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, maybe you're going to surprise us with an Indian wedding. Maybe, who knows?
Probably not.
I like that. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Dude, hey,
let's
listen.
start something off right now.
No. There was so much static. There was so much.
Oh God. Hold on, we got some more people. There's other people that want to come on live with us. That's great. I can't see everything. This is too much technology from.
I don't think you can add more than 4 now. I didn't even know you could add 2. Right? You're only 4, right?
You
Yo,
can add
Vinny.
2. How do you chat with somebody else if you don't add 2?
No, I said more than 2. You can't. I didn't know that until today, that you could add 4.
Yeah.
Vineet, since you're
yes.
awake at this time, you should join my live chat on Saturday.
That's what I wanted
Saturday.
to mention.
What time is it?
12 p.m. my time. So it starts 2.5 hours before now.
Yeah, okay, can do. Yeah.
All right.
What were you going to say,
Sounds good.
Leo?
What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to kick you two out, and I'm going to bring some more people on. But I still have to talk
Sounds
to
good.
Ismail.
You know what I got to say? You know what I got to say about that?
What have you got to say about it? What's that, one finger?
He's doing the chutiapa right now.
He is right.
Listen, I don't even know how to kick you out, so you're going to have to stay there and... I don't know what I'm doing here.
So sad. Now you're stuck with us.
His face does look like a look of confusion.
You can only have 3 guests. Okay, you can only have... There's only 4. So, Anyway, guys, go away. I
No.
want to bring some
No.
other people in. I don't
No.
know. How do I do it? Ishmael.
No.
You
No,
know,
don't tell
let me
No.
tell you something funny that happened just before we went on live on Instagram Live. All right.
I forgot to put on pants.
Ishmael sent me a message just before going on Instagram Live, and he asked me, "Is it on Zoom?"
Yo, I'm getting interviewed left and right. I'm getting confused.
He asked if it's on Zoom, and then when he tried to connect, the Instagram wasn't updated on his phone. He was using the iPhone 1.
Oh, shoot.
All right,
All right, well,
get out.
whoever is here, let them know about the live chat on Saturday. If they have any
Yes,
other further
Terry.
questions about the... Yeah, so anyone who's here on this chat right now, on Saturday, I'll be doing an Instagram live chat on all sorts of topics with dance or relationships, communication. But if you have any questions about Like My Dance, you can also ask them then. See you guys soon.
I will be
Peace.
bringing Magna on for a
Ciao.
live on
See
a
you
big
Saturday.
chat soon. So check that out.
Come on.
Vinny, thanks
Ciao.
for
See you
coming on,
Saturday.
man.
Cheers. Cheers, mate. Have a
All right.
great show
Take
ahead.
care.
Nice to meet you virtually. Yo, we're
Yeah, we
back.
know all the crazy people.
Exactly, right? Yo, I wanted to ask you something. We're going to bring some more people on in a moment. I know Mark Anthony wants to come on, but he just sucks the air out of the place. I'm joking, Mark. Yo, I've seen you doing these routines, like these videos, recently, like great videos. You've danced with the partners. Your partner, what's her name again?
Natalia Villanueva.
Natalia with the pink hair,
Yes.
right? And you know what? The hair, the color of the hair with the videos looks freaking amazing. So I guess my question to you would be, if you still had hair, what color would it be?
Jet black.
Come on, man. You know, I remember one time I was on my way to Puerto Rico. I think it was the second time I went to Puerto Rico, and we had a costume where we had to wear blue coveralls. And me and Tamambo, we decided to try and dye our hair blue. But we didn't know anything about it, so we just bought this hair dye. And then we were in a hotel. I don't even want to mention which hotel because they might try and find me. But we're in a hotel in Manhattan, and we washed this stuff in our hair. And we both did it, but it didn't take. But the whole bathroom was blue. They had, like, all the shower curtains, the bath, everything was blue. We didn't know that you had to actually dye your hair blonde before you put the blue in it.
Oh my God.
So the whole place was blue. It was a mess. We ran out of that place so fast. I don't even. That's what I'm saying. I don't even want to mention where that hotel was in case they still got memories of that. So again, those of you that are watching live right now, I'm here with Ishmael Otero, one of the judges for the Like My Dance online salsa competition, where 90 seconds could win you 1,000 euros.
1,000 euros.
All right. So who's coming in now? Let's see. Want to bring somebody on? All right. Mark, you said you wanted to come on? Come on then. Richie, I'll bring you on in a little while, man. Richie, stay calm. Stay calm. It's okay.
Yo,
What's
up?
What's going on, Mark?
Hey, what's up, Ishmael? Mr.
How you
Million
doing, bro?
Man. I'm good, man. But listen, like, I just have one question for you. Since you're so super creative, yeah? Now, as a judge, being a judge in a competition, do you find it easier to judge competitions, or is it still, like a super challenge for you?
It depends on the competition because they're all different. So I have to always relearn different rules. Some competitions they have categories, and for example, in the World Latin Dance Cup, I'm in charge of the creative side, choreography. So it's a little bit easier because now I don't have to look at everything. But
Okay.
but it's not, I've gotten used to it now, so thank God, because it's a lot of pressure. You got to keep your eyes open. You got to like give yourself 100%. Because a lot of these competitors that they put their time, money, and sweat and tears into this. So I got to make sure I do my job. But as far as creativity, it's easy because you guys been in the game for a long time. You probably seen everything too. But sometimes people do something creative. Doesn't have to be exaggerated. It could be something clever.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
Right,
that was
right.
pretty cool. So it's kind of noticeable when you
Yeah, that
practically
one
see
move
everything.
that stands out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's not that hard.
Yeah.
All right.
And
We have somebody that's coming on right now as well. His name is Richie. He has the hairiest head in his whole house. So right now, we're going to bring on Richie all the way from Holland. I think he's living in Den Hague, or is it Amsterdam? I can't even remember. He tells me every Sunday, because we have a Zoom meeting, and I never remember. So I don't really listen to what he's saying. He's good.
yeah. And
Look who's there. It's Oscar.
Hey, Oscar, what's up, man? And Ishmael, props to that video, man. The one where you partnered with the pink hair. That was crazy. A really cool video. Really well
Thank you.
done. Yeah, and it's actually a good example of what we're looking for the Like My Dance competition with the video editing and
I like that about this competition. Yes, that really. I was like, wow. Being creative, that's very creative as far as a dance competition, because a lot of the dancers now are testing their creativity as far as video editing.
Yeah.
So it should bring the level of creativity even higher as far as the visual parts of dancing. So it's incredible that you guys are the first, if not one of the first, to do something like this, and it's like refreshing.
So I actually had another question kind of along those lines, because like Mark said, you are getting more creative in your videos. What have you been doing? Like personally, during this period of lockdown, not being able to go out, not being able to teach and whatever else, I went on YouTube, I went on LinkedIn and did the courses. I did a lot of different things and learned how to edit, how to film. I even bought a camera. I know you've bought a camera, you've invested in that. What have you done?
I go, what does this button do? That's what I do.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, listen, when you see the short, funny little ones, that's with my phone. There are so many apps that does things for you, and I just keep playing around with it, and then I use my cameras when I want to do something a little bit more. If I want it to be more clear as far as visually.
Yeah.
And I just do tutorials and I just experiment, and I try to bring some ideas to life. Like I have a green screen. I did some stuff with green screen, which I want to do more.
Yeah.
And I just did actually a small pilot of
okay.
Yeah, it's dance with a storyline. That's my next move.
All right. I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Looking forward to that.
We have Wade. He has a question. He said it's interesting how you adjust your judgment depending on the event. He says, how differently would you judge an online competition from the others?
Online competition is a little bit more, it's easier because if I miss anything, I can always rewind it, I could always pause, take a breath of air. I could be more relaxed, But, in live competition, you blink, you miss that trick, So you got to be on point, So it's a big difference.
Yeah,
that's one of the great things.
Very good point.
That's one of the things about this competition that you can, if you mess up, refilm. Remember those days we were on the stage and we were messing up there? This is the time that you could film a video and get it perfect. You know how I would have loved to have done that back in the days? Even though, like, I really, sometimes I still hate performing on stage, even though I have got this love-hate relationship with it. If it goes well, I love it. If it doesn't go well, it's the worst thing. It's like, why the hell would I go up on stage? So right now we have the opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, for somebody to win €1,000, then do the 90-second routine and walk away with this cash prize at this time, you know? We have, do we have any more?
All right. Well, listen, that was all I wanted to ask. So Leon, Ishmael, you guys continue. I'll be on the background watching you guys, drinking my...
All right.
Take care.
All right, man.
Let's wait for him to go because the light from his forehead is taking over.
Yeah, take me out, man. Just take me out. Because I can't take myself out.
I can't do it, man. I don't know how to do that. It's too much technology.
Oh, okay, hold on. Just let me press the X sign here on it. Hold on.
Let's ask
right.
Israel.
I have no idea.
All right, so you talked about just pressing and playing and whatever else. Oh, actually, hold on. Yeah, so you're talking about pressing and playing and kind of discovering it as you go along. What would your tips be to make not a good dance video, a great dance video? What would your tips be?
To do a great dance video, I think just organizing it and plan it, you know. And if you want it to be great, either do your research or get somebody that knows what they're doing, because it's not that easy, you know. Like, I thought, let me just film. I filmed like so many clips, and then when I went to edit, I didn't know where to go. I didn't know how to organize it. So now I try to do as less clips as possible. So I could have, it'll be easier. But organizing and getting people that know what they're doing, if you don't know, it's the best thing to do. And a good idea, you know. Think about an idea that is different from everybody else's, you know. 'Cause right now, everybody's with the same idea, you know, the girl standing by herself, guy comes in, what's up, girl, you know. So if you see like 20 of those videos, don't do that, you know. Do something else, you know.
You know, I'm just saying that it's kind of like a shame that you were a judge, because I would actually love to see what you would come up with for this competition.
Oh, it would have been Star Wars, man.
You see, I don't even know if people are thinking of that out of the box, you know, and that is crazy. So I definitely love to see somebody like really push the line. Out there, when I do a competition, when I did competitions, I always thought to myself, every judge that's in the competition has a question, and I have to answer that question. Yeah. So if any of you are out there and you're planning on entering the Like My Dance online salsa competition where you could win €1,000 for 90 seconds, try and answer Ishmael's question.
My question would be: have you? Can you show me something that I haven't seen before?
Oh, you've been around too long. I don't know if that's even possible.
Well, I remember I was judging a competition, and this couple from Italy, I think his name is Simone. Forgive me if I'm wrong. And it was a bachata competition, and all he did was grab her leg and pull her towards him, and everybody went crazy. He's dancing, grabbed her leg, pulled her close, looked beautiful. Everybody went nuts. So that was that one little move stood out throughout the whole night. So then everybody started copying it, and they didn't stop there. They were like, okay, everybody's doing it, so we don't got that edge anymore. And then they said the next year they were like, all right, well, I'm going to pull your leg, turn around, and then she's going to pull his leg. So everybody went crazy again. So they're always thinking ahead, you know? And just try stuff. Like I said, I tell people all the time, just think about the craziest thing and put a count to it if you can, and experiment. You know, experiment.
Yeah.
You know, think about a bowling alley, checkers. You know.
I remember choreographing a routine from just one color. I just saw the color red, and I said, "All right, I'm going to build a routine around this color." And I don't know what direction I went in, and I ended up on stage in a red costume, but I was dressed as a robot. And the funniest thing is I tried that costume on like about a year or 2 years ago, just before COVID, because I had to throw a load of costumes out. And I said, let me try this one on. I looked like a muffin, like, but everything was just hanging out. I don't know. It was 2001. It was 20 years ago I did that routine. I could not fit into that costume. Can
I
you
remember
still
when
fit
you
into
did
yours?
the vampire routine.
I could fit into that one. That was no problem. That was like that shirt was kind of reminiscent of some of the shirts that you guys in New York used to come out with, those big puffy shoulders.
Oh my God.
Tie is an XXXL with the tight collar and the tight.
Don't remind me, man.
Cuffs.
Don't remind me. I hated that. You know, that's one thing I used to like about the Vasquez brothers and Tropical Gem. They will have the baddest outfits, you know. I'm like, yo, I want to dress like that, you know. I like they dress the way I dress in the street, you know. That we wearing boots and stuff. I dress like that every day. They're on stage like that, and I gotta wear these puffy Pirates of the Caribbean stuff and shit.
That actually, we're gonna wrap it up soon, but I just kind of brings it up to the last thing. I know people always ask about costumes, whether they have to wear costumes and stuff like that. Listen, I maybe you agree with me, but I think when you're doing a video, it's not about how much money you spent on the costume. It's how it looks in the video, right?
Yeah. If it tells a story or the way you just like fashion is the way you organize it, you know.
Yeah, the colors make a difference. The location, right?
Yeah.
That's what I was saying earlier on. Like your partner's pink hair made, we didn't even see you. We just saw her and the movements that she was doing, and it looked amazing. All right, so I'm going to wrap it up there. Wade Ramos, thank you very much for being a great listener. And I don't know what happened to Richie. I invited Richie to come in, but I think I guess I did. But listen, we're going to wrap it up now. We're going to have more lives coming to you on this channel, Like My Dance Online. And I want to say a big thank you to Ishmael for joining us in this project. And we're looking forward to working more and more with you. And let's do this.
Let's do it.
Take it easy. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. See you next time.